We're putting more and more trust in artificial intelligence for pretty much everything, right? From diagnosing diseases to deciding who gets a job. But with all this incredible power comes a whole set of hidden dangers that we really need to get our heads around. So let's dive in and explore how we can govern AI responsibly. Just think about that for a second. An AI system, something designed to help you, gives you an answer with absolute, total certainty. But that answer is just completely false. And what if those decisions, they look totally fair on the surface, but underneath, they're affecting someone's chance to get a loan or a job or even the right medical care, all because of some hidden prejudice that got baked into the system? And maybe this is the biggest question of all. When an AI messes up, who's on the hook? The person who built it? The person who used it? The company? This whole challenge of responsibility, it's really at the heart of everything we're talking about today. Yeah, it's pretty clear that as AI gets smarter, we have to get a whole lot smarter about how we manage it. We've got to build some serious guardrails to make sure all this amazing innovation doesn't come at the expense of safety and ethics. Okay, so before we can even begin to talk about solutions, we have to get real about the problems. Let's start by digging into two of the most critical risks you'll find in any AI system. And these two risks are really just two sides of the same very tricky coin. On one hand, you have hallucinations, which is a fancy way of saying the AI confidently makes things up. And on the other, you have bias, where it reflects and sometimes even magnifies our own societal flaws. This happens because at its core, an AI language model is designed to predict the next word that makes sense in a sentence. It doesn't actually know facts. It's just an incredibly powerful prediction machine. And that's exactly why it can invent things like legal cases or historical events with so much conviction. And this one, well, it all comes down to that classic computer science principle: garbage in, garbage out. If you train an AI on decades of historical data that's filled with human bias, like hiring discrimination, what do you think it's going to learn? It's going to learn those exact same unfair patterns and then just replicate them. So, knowing the risks, how do we actually build safer AI? Well, it all starts with building on a solid foundation of core safety principles. Just think of these as the absolute non-negotiables. Any AI system worth its salt has to be accurate, so you can actually trust its output. It must be fair, so it doesn't make inequality even worse. It needs to be transparent, so we can peek under the hood and understand how it made a decision. And finally, of course, it has to be secure from anyone trying to manipulate it. But here's the thing. Technology by itself is not the answer. Even the most advanced safety features in the world are pretty much useless without the single most important component: human oversight and judgment. This phrase, it says it all. The goal of AI should be to augment our abilities, to be a powerful tool that helps us make better decisions, not to make those decisions for us. This means the ultimate responsibility always has to stay with us. We have to be that final checkpoint, reviewing the AI's work, validating its suggestions, and taking ownership of the consequences. We must always be the human in the loop. Now, individual oversight is absolutely key. But to make AI responsible on a large scale, across an entire company or even a whole society, you need a system. You need rules. And this is exactly where AI governance comes in. Governance is really what turns good intentions into reliable practice. It's the playbook that ensures everyone is developing and using AI safely, ethically, and in line with the laws and company values. In practice, this really breaks down into three key parts. It all starts with having clear policies that define the rules of the road. Then, you need risk assessments to find problems before they can happen. And finally, you need constant monitoring to make sure the AI continues to behave as intended long after it's gone live. And this brings us to what might be the most important takeaway here. The core challenges of AI, things like bias, fairness, and accountability, they aren't really technology problems. They're human problems. They are reflections of us. And fixing them means we have to address our own societal issues first. Ultimately, the path that AI takes isn't predetermined. It's being built by a series of decisions we all make every single day, as developers, as leaders, and as users. The question is no longer about what AI can do, but what we will choose to do with it.